Are you a nice person? What about a kind person? Do you know what the difference between those things is? If you don't know, I'm going to explain it. It's something that I came to realize the difference between those two words fairly recently. What I realized is that they are very much not the same thing. They do kind of overlap in some ways and they can kind of seem like the same thing sometimes, but they are most definitely different things. When you're nice to someone, that involves being polite and pleasing them. And that is a good thing. It is good to be nice to people. You do want to be nice to people. For example, giving someone a compliment, that would be a nice thing to do. And we should strive to be nice people, but we should also strive to be kind people. And I would argue that being kind is even more important than being nice. What kind is looking out for someone's best interests regardless of how it might make them feel. It's not being afraid to say your mind and tell people what you really think. Tell people the things that they need to hear, even if they aren't necessarily going to want to hear those things. An example of the difference between being nice and being kind. Say you have a friend or a family member who has a little bit of problems with eating a lot of food. Maybe eating more than they should, and because of it, they're gaining a lot of weight and they're becoming unhealthy. It's deteriorating their health, and it's getting bad. It's getting to a point where it could really be causing them some serious health issues. The nice thing to do would be to just not bring it up, or when they bring it up, you just kind of play it off, say, "Oh no, you look fine," whatever, something like that. You don't want to upset them, so you're nice. The kind thing to do would be to look at them and say, "I love you, and I want the best for you, and what you're doing is not good for you. You're destroying your health, and you need to change your eating habits, or else there are going to be serious health consequences. I'm worried about you, and I care about you, and I don't want to see you hurt yourself." That is what the kind person would say. The kind person isn't afraid to make you a little uncomfortable if it means doing what's best for you. And you being straight with that person and you telling them something like that may be the very thing they need to fix their life, or whatever it is that their issue is. That was just an example, but whatever kind of issue it is they might be having, like, you telling them that might just be the thing that gets them to fix the issue and, become better, become healthy again, whatever it is that, in the specific situation, whatever it is. And it can be hard to be kind sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to, have to be the one to tell people something like that, because it often is an uncomfortable thing. But sometimes we need to face harsh truths. Not everything is all sunshine and rainbows in life, as I'm sure everyone watching this knows. When you're a kind person, you're willing to speak up and stand for what's right, what is best for someone or some people. You're willing to make people uncomfortable, you're willing to make waves, and you're most concerned with doing what is right. When you're nice, it's more concerned with not upsetting people, with keeping people happy. And again, I will say that we should also be nice. You should be nice and you should be kind. But sometimes you can't always be both. When you can be both, you should be, but you can't always be both. And wanting to be nice, it comes from a good place. Like, I'm not saying it's bad to want to be nice or anything like that. Like, it definitely still comes from a good place, and wanting people to be happy, wanting people to be able to be comfortable. But the thing is, life is not always comfortable. Sometimes there are harsh truths we have to face, and we just have to face them sometimes. Like, that's just how things work. You can't always sugarcoat everything and just try to always make people feel good. You should definitely when you can, but you just can't always do that. If you can be kind to someone in the nicest way possible, that's definitely what I would encourage you to do. But sometimes it's hard to be nice when you're being kind. But the truth also is that a lot of the time, the two do overlap. It does overlap to be nice and kind a lot of the time. And you know, another thing I'll say is sometimes we need like someone close to us with somewhat of an outside perspective, but someone who's close to us to look at us and, you know, see when we're doing something wrong and to call us out and to push us to do the right thing. Sometimes we need that because sometimes it's hard to do that on your own. I want what's best for you, and so I always try to be kind over nice in my videos. I try to be both, but when one has to be prioritized, it's kind that I prioritize. And actually, that's kind of evident in the way that I package my videos, which, by the way, the channel's been doing great. I just want to thank you guys so much for the support on the content. We just hit 200 subscribers like 3 days ago, I want to say, and already we're nearing 300. We're at 275 or so at the time of me recording this, which is just crazy. So thank you guys again. But anyway, the way I package my videos, usually the title and the thumbnail are kind of blunt as far as the topic I'm talking about. And I do that to kind of to grab your attention and realize like it's still relevant to the video, to what I'm talking about, but I say it in kind of a blunt way to where it gets the attention of more people. And, you know, I kind of see that as more kind, because then more people who actually need to hear the message that's in the video get their attention grabbed by the blunt thumbnail, which I would consider kind, and they click the video, and then hopefully they get some value out of the video. You know, I try to be nicer when I talk in videos while also being kind, and yeah, I try to provide value to you guys for watching my content. So, and I'm also really glad to see the amount of people who've said that they found value in my content as well. I'm just so thankful for you guys' support. So, yeah. Anyway, I kind of didn't talk about it, but this was kind of what I wanted to do as like a start of a mine. I said I've been wanting to make a mine, although I don't know. I'll probably use this for now, but I honestly might make a different one later on. But my pickaxe is broken. I didn't actually find any ores like I expected to, so we're just going to go back up for now. But yeah, that's about all I got to say for today, so I appreciate you watching so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.